Now, if you like little furry animals, you're going to like this because beavers are back in West London.
Very excited! It's like Christmas!
Beavers just swam off into the lagoon, swimming around, doing their beavery things.
They're back where they belong. Paradise Fields. I'm Dr. Sean McCormick and I live in the borough of Ealing in London. And in 2016, I set up Ealing Wildlife Group to protect and enhance urban nature. In Greenford, in the north of the borough, there's a high flood risk, and that's a real worry for us in climate change Britain. Not far from here, there's a real oasis of nature. You go through this underpass and it's like entering another world. And it might be cheesy to call it paradise, but it's actually in the name. It's called Paradise Fields. Despite the fact that this is a degraded habitat, the site was really important to me during the COVID pandemic. Like a lot of the British public at that time, I was getting out in nature, and I did become a little bit obsessed with one particular mammal, or rather the absence of it. You might think it was beavers, but actually it was Britain's fastest declining mammal, the water vole. It's 2 weeks since I last came to set some camera traps for water voles. And I'm back today to check and see if we've got any footage. But it was pretty bleak news, and I came to the conclusion that water voles were locally extinct.
My name is Elliot Newton. I'm one of the co-founders of Citizen Zoo. We're an organisation that specialises in rewilding and species reintroductions, and we've successfully reintroduced water voles into Greater London. And Citizen Zoo were curious to find out if Paradise Fields had potential for a water vole reintroduction.
So, what do you reckon? What's the consensus?
Yeah, so in its current condition, it's just not suitable for water voles.
The habitat just wasn't quite right.
There was, however, one large lagoon that showed some promise, and visiting that gave us an idea. Around that time, Citizen Zoo had set up the London Beaver Working Group. So we'd been searching across London for a site suitable for beavers, and here was Sean with the Ealing Wildlife Group with a site that might not be perfect for water voles, but certainly could be great for beavers.
We realised if we brought beavers here, they would actually create optimal water vole habitat.
So it might be surprising for some people to hear, but beavers are free living across many parts of England. There's actually some living in nearby Kent. So sooner or later, these beavers are going to naturally recolonise London's waterways. So this project is about preparing us for that eventuality.
But not only that, having beavers upstream of urban Greenford will reduce its flood risk. Beavers are a native species we've lost, and we have a duty to bring them back.
Paradise Fields is managed by Ealing Council.
Ealing Council were up for it, so it looked like we were all aboard the beaver train.
Across Europe and North America, you can find beavers living in the heart of urban environments. So they're not the wilderness species that some people might think they are.
Beavers have been reintroduced across the UK, but nowhere as urban as this. To reintroduce beavers, you do need a licence from Natural England. And their major concern on this site was that it is very urban and it was going to be open to the public. Here we are now in 2023 with the daunting challenge of erecting 1.2 kilometres of beaver-proof fencing.
Driving through here, concrete jungle, and then you're opened up to this beautiful site. So I'm James Hillary, I'm an agricultural and equine fencer. For a job like this, we're using all handwork. It's around 300 posts, and they're at 4 metre spacings. 2 weeks, 4 people. This is our 6th day. It does get exhausting. We're on the home stretch. We've got all the posts in the ground now. This obviously has the turnout and the skirt on it to prevent the beavers climbing over it and to stop them digging under.
How do you feel at the end of a working day?
Knackered.
So here, all of the animals are species that will be affected by the new beavers being introduced. If you see more of these, the beavers are helping the ecosystem. I sent a pitch through about the idea of one side of the underpass being underwater and the other one like fading from twilight into daylight, because the beavers are called crepuscular, they come out at twilight. Another thing I really enjoy about this project is it's the right combination of arty and nerdy. I've been working with Sean. When we picked the animals, I had to send him the pictures and he was like, actually that's the wrong type of stickleback. I love that kind of attention to detail, that's so important. What's important about this is it's called an indicator species. So the more bats that are in the area. It shows how well the ecosystem is doing. People will visit Paradise Fields. They'll remember the time this interesting rewilding project happened to Ealing.
Today is one of our field recorders days and we're focused on botany. We get local volunteers to come across the site and working with a leading botanist, Mark Spencer, we are surveying so we can see how our plant communities change over time once the beavers arrive.
These plants that are growing here very well now are actually naturally dominant, robust species. Sedges, willows, rushes, reeds, these are the big chunky beasts. Having beavers come in and nibble all of these things creates open space. Many wetland habitats, like the plant are sitting in the soil as seed. They can last for decades, if not centuries, waiting for their moment, for the ground to open out, the sun to hit the ground and for them to be able to grow. Plants get around by extraordinary ways. If there's good habitat here, they'll come.
I certainly will never forget our trip to Scotland.
So excited to meet some beavers.
Oh, I'm incredibly excited.
Roisin from Beaver Trust has been out trapping and she has found a family of beavers, not just 1 or 2, but 5 beavers. It's getting a bit real now, isn't it?
So real.
How incredible is that view? The sun came out for us, Elliot. Big day.
Oh, very big day. Good morning, machines. How you doing? We've just arrived.
Here we are. Hello. How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
I'm Dr. Roisin Campbell-Palmer. I'm Head of Restoration with the Beaver Trust. So this family, it's mum and dad, a daughter from a previous year and 2 kits from this year. The kits are definitely characters. They're wee eating machines, so they're out all the time. And mum, I think mum's got a special place with all of us because she's just been such a big animal. That's been unusual. One of the largest that we've ever trapped. So she's quite an impressive animal. Definitely, the protector in the family and looking after everyone.
Also, have to say, how cute is the kit? It's like a little teddy bear, isn't it?
They are absolutely beautiful creatures.
Totally. They're hopefully going to change a few hearts and minds in London and beyond, not only changing their landscape, but I think they've got a really, really important job to do.
Well, if these guys can't do it, I don't know who can.
So the beavers are trapped in conflict areas under licence. So we bring them into our holding facilities at Five Sisters Zoo. They undergo a series of health checks just to make sure the beavers are in the best condition and fit for release.
It was absolutely crucial to observe a beaver health check. I'm also a vet, so if the beavers get sick when they come to Ealing, I'll be on the front line to look after them.
So we go through a set process. This has been agreed with not only vet specialists, but also it's a licensed condition. We take fecal and blood samples and run a whole range of disease screening. We are doing things like weighing the beaver, checking it's in good body condition, see if it has any injuries, if it needs any veterinary assistance.
This is a fantastic chance to see a beaver's dentition, which really is the secret to their lifestyle of taking down trees. So they've got these enormous incisors, upper and lower. You can see they're orange because the outer surface is lined with iron to strengthen them, giving this chisel-like appearance.
This tooth will grow 1 to 2 centimetres a month.
Wow.
So if they snap off, they'll regrow. Well, Sean, your animals all look in good health, so I think they're good for release.
We were incredibly relieved to find out that our beavers had passed their health checks, making it possible to translocate them down to London.
Very excited! It's like Christmas!
We want to really minimise the amount of time they're in the crates and the amount of journey time. So actually driving through the night from Scotland to London is a good quiet time.
I never thought my life would lead me to a moment when I'm carrying a 30-kilogram beaver through a field.
We've got Dad, the last to join the family. There's 4 crates. We've got Mum in one, we've got Dad in one, we've got an older daughter from last year in one, and we've got the 2 kids in one. We're here, the mayor's about to arrive, we're about to hear some people. We're going to go now, so thank you all for coming to the Ealing Beaver Project. It's been a massive effort from a lot of people, a lot of volunteers, community project, real collaboration. So I hope we all have a good time, and I hope this all goes to plan.
Can't but smile when you see these beavers swimming around. I had the pleasure of releasing 2 two kits, and it's great because they're going to improve this community, they help with the ecosystem. They're going to help us as well because, you know, we as a city for too long have been de-wilding our city, and we've got to re-wild our city. More greenery, you know, more beavers. We've also got plans for, you know, waterfalls, and it's really important we do that. I think it's an issue of social justice. Many people in London haven't got a garden. They don't get to go to the countryside. We're bringing it to them.
The best thing about this project is people will be able to come and see these beavers in an urban landscape. You know, this has been years in the making, and to have beavers out now is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, my heart is still going. That was a tense moment. We were like hoping nothing would go wrong, and it went absolutely amazingly.
They just melted right back into this landscape. We're in very urban London, and even though, you know, beavers have not been here for so long, I think what you see is a species that can just merge back into a habitat that it's native to, and hopefully does a lot of good.
Instead of excluding people behind a fence and having beavers on one side, people on the other, we're saying come and see a beaver wetland emerge over time.
So today has been absolutely phenomenal. We've released our family of beavers back into Paradise Fields, and it went incredibly well. The beavers just swam off into the lagoon, swimming around, doing their beavery thing.
I'm delighted. It couldn't have gone better, really. It all just went swimmingly well. They're back where they belong, Paradise Fields. Beavers come out at dusk, they work through the night, and they're still active at dawn. Right from the get-go, our camera traps, monitored by volunteers, provided a window into the beaver's secret world. Nature thrives where there's intermediate disturbance. Beavers provide that kind of disturbance. We watched as the beavers began to transform the habitat at Paradise Fields. As the beavers got their teeth into things, volunteers checked the fence line every morning. And here we are, just 5 short months later, to see how the site has changed.
With our beavers, you can really see the term ecosystem engineers because they have been transforming this landscape around us. It's tempting to think that tree felling is destructive, but tree species like the willow have evolved alongside beavers. Beavers felling them rejuvenates their growth.
Beavers live very well in high nutrient systems just like this. They improve water quality for more sensitive species downstream.
In just a few short months, the beavers have helped improve the water quality. The beavers have created a series of dams.
The willow they've cut us down is actually regenerating.
It's a very complex filtration system.
Organic material containing carbon settles in a beaver wetland, so it acts as a giant carbon sink. Locking up carbon is crucial for addressing climate change. We know we're getting more wet and warm winters. We had a hell of a lot of rain come through here. Normally it would have washed out into urban Greenford, but these dams have done an incredible job of holding back that water and letting it percolate out slowly. When they make a dam like this, you get a pond forming upstream. A big open life-filled pool that really attracts a lot of wildlife. Things like midge larvae that grow into food for bats. You get damselflies, you get dabbling ducks and frogs and newts in the shallows. And most importantly, you get a lot of new species of plant that provide food and cover for water voles.
Beaver dams raise and stabilize the water levels. And over time, the water will spread out and create naturally occurring floodplains. Beaver wetlands can flood trees, creating deadwood, which boosts biodiversity from the bottom up.
This reed bed here was really dense and impenetrable, and you can see the beaver highways they've carved out of it, introducing more light into the system, and that will allow the more delicate aquatic plant life to establish.
Clean water plus light equals life.
Now nature has all the niches and microhabitats it needs to really flood in here and thrive. This project was born out of my obsession with water voles, and now thanks to the beavers, it's well on its way to being water vole ready, and plans are afoot to release them here. This project is more than just rewilded land. A community is built around this project. We are a rewilded people.